Welcome back to another episode of The Nasty Things. For this particular episode, we've got
Yumiko.
And I am Juliana.
And Shawnrick Hu.
And it is going to be one that you want to take out your popcorn for. I am expecting stories. Is divorce still a taboo topic? What happened to till death do us part? I don't know, I expect stories today.
Stories,
Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys know, I am married, right? So I am married for close to 2 years already.
Ooh.
Why are you clapping?
Because you stayed married for 2 years already.
I mean, that's the whole point of exchanging of vows, right? In front of the solemnizer when you're exchanging your rings and stuff and you make promises, like lifelong promises. Don't give me that face, You're not married yet. So, of course, the word divorce is still considered a taboo in our culture or our society, mainly because we are here, right? And we've got like parents, and of course back in the days, getting divorced is like, yeah, cannot, really cannot. You should try to work things out, stick to your husband, you have to be the wife and blah, blah, blah. So the question comes about when I have to say like, you fight, like really, really bad fights, right? Confirm never say divorce, meh? Confirm never say breakup, meh?
Wait, so is it okay for me to ask, like, has the word come up before for you?
Of course, I think one of the questions that a lot of people asked also was how soon did we embark on this word divorce, right? Let me tell you, it was the first month.
I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Okay, so wait, a bit of context.
Friend, you fast game.
Right, like
Hey, but you know why or not?
Why?
Household chores, you know.
It's a thing.
It's a real
Shawnrick
thing.
can relate to this. Okay, so Shawnrick is living with his partner.
Yes.
Right? Y'all are not married.
No, we're not married.
Y'all have plans?
We have plans down the line. I think for me, it's really more of a financial thing.
Okay.
Like, making sure I have enough money. Because this girl, oh my God, let me tell you, this girl, okay, she would go and go to an event, right? She does marketing and all that. She goes to an event and she does a lot of different weddings. And she would tell me and send me text saying like, oh, our wedding should be here, and all that. So I completely understand what you mean. But when she comes back home, the stuff all over the floor, the clothes and all that, it's household chores.
Okay.
I completely understand what you're saying.
Okay, so chores is one thing. So now that you've mentioned, like, within the first month of marriage, you actually mentioned the D word already, right? How long have y'all been dating before that?
3 years.
3 years. And in the 3 years, did y'all mention like breakup at any point?
Of course lah.
So have already. Oh no!
Confirm have. How is it possible to not even have a fight? Right? When you're seeing somebody or when you're married with, with your partner as well.
Yeah.
It is impossible to go through an entire relationship, right? Whether it's 20 years, 30 years, or 50 years, to not fight. Yeah.
I am on the side of, I think it's, in my opinion, better that you and your partner, you go through differences, you go through arguments, you go through fights.
So you
together,
work out your
and
differences.
Work your shit out, and then you get stronger because of that. Like this, if you don't argue with your partner, fine, cool. But like if y'all get together and like you have differences every a few days or whatever, and you work through it, that's gonna build your relationship a lot better.
So in my head, I always feel like something like super major has to happen for somebody to say like, you know what, let's get a divorce. In your case, 1 month into the marriage, what was it like? Were you all fighting about like where to go on your honeymoon, or was it something like really stupid?
No, so like I said, it was because of the household chore,
What
right?
chore was this?
Why do you all hate so much? Can you all hire a helper?
So we got married in December.
Okay.
All right, and 1 month later it was
January.
Chinese New Year.
Oh,
So we had a lot of gatherings. A lot of people came to the house. His friends came, my friends came, and there was just a lot of packing, cleaning, washing, mopping. And the last day that we had a gathering, right? So obviously the friends left at like very late, like 4 in the morning, and we were wiping the tables, cleaning the floor. So I said, okay, you know what? Let's just leave it, go to sleep, and wake up the next day. So when I woke up the next day, right, I asked him, can you help me do this and this? He said, yeah, okay. So went and then like cleared some stuff. But
What?
it was only 10 minutes.
As in, he only did it for
okay.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Not
Like-
until the
like,
completion of
He used to
everything.
wet one
Oh.
table like that, is it? Oh, what?
Oh, well, yeah, sort of. And then after that, I just went, I think I lost it because I was so triggered, right? I lost it. I was like, why is it that you're not helping? Da, 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 da. Can't you see that I'm trying to keep the house clean? We have people over, the house is in a mess, we have so many things to pack, blah, blah, blah. And he just looked at me, he went, it is so difficult to live with you. So the fight just went on and on and on. And of course, both of us were really very heated at that moment, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I said some hurtful stuff, and of course, my husband also said some hurtful stuff. And this is real things that actually happen.
Right.
Right? Especially when it comes to household chores.
You
lah.
start linking to Exhibit A, this, 2 years
Yeah.
ago, this thing happened.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Like,
that's
it's a
not
very
healthy
common
to have.
trope in arguments in couples. It's like, you did this months ago, remember you did da 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 da, and then now you want to get away with me on this topic and all that. It's a very, very.
Well, I still have to say that actually, I feel that the number one fight, right, that married couples have the moment or after they get married is actually about household chores.
That's crazy. And I think that's something that like always happens in like our Asian context, because most of the time we don't move out until you get married, until after you get married.
Yes.
Right? And then you don't have a good sensing of the person's living habits. Like honestly, okay, I think traveling together is a great way to figure out, because you spend 24 hours together for a couple of days. But it's not really like a true picture of what it's like
Living together. Yeah.
To really live together, to do laundry, to do your household chores, to pay for bills.
It's a different ball game. Drew, for yourself, you're not married, right?
Yeah. And like I don't have plans to get married. I don't know if like deep down inside it's because
Your money.
I mean, yeah, I don't know whether it's because like deep down inside, like I feel like if I don't get married, then there is no chance for divorce to happen.
Whoa, this is next level.
But can break up, what?
Yes, you can
Yeah,
break up. But does anybody really talk about like, oh, you are a breakup-y? Nobody says you're a breakup-y. What? You are a divorcee, but you're not a breakup-y.
I think we just
Okay.
made a new word today. Break-up-y, break-up-y.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, is there really the importance on signing that paper and this was a question I asked you also. Do you
What?
feel like marriage really changed your relationship in that sense? Like, why do I need to get married and have that chance of being divorced? I was seeking Yumiko Cheche's advice, and then she told me that like it really changes things. Like it really changes a relationship when you get into a marriage.
I've heard so many stories, right, where people around me are like, yeah, I'm going through a divorce or separation and stuff like that. And it's usually based on a couple of different scenarios or stories that happen to them, right? For example, cheating.
Right.
Well, why y'all like that? Right.
Because we also, I mean, I don't know about you.
cheating
but-
also break up, why? It's the
legit,
same
legit.
one.
I wouldn't say it's an excuse lah, but it's a legit reason for people breaking up, ma. Like, you don't do it, me do it.
And sometimes I feel like the cheating is because they were already unhappy in their marriage, and then after that they go out, and then after that they just want to
But that's
trigger
another can
that-
of worms,
yeah.
man. Like, you gotta, like, where does the cheating come from, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay, I've heard cheating stories, okay? I've also heard money problems. Okay? I've also heard
Abuse.
Abuse. Yeah, abuse is actually one of it as well. Another one that I've heard is because cannot tahan the in-laws.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you. If you think your in-laws, right? Let's say you cannot get along with your in-laws and you happen to be living together. The in-laws are also in the house.
Then?
And
What?
experiment already living together, right?
Cannot lah,
You
move
cannot,
out lah,
right?
buy your own house
Yes,
lah.
please. Yeah.
Do you think it will ever come to a position where like, wow, I cannot, this wedding cannot already, your mother jialat?
I have heard of something like that where they almost called off the wedding.
Oh, wow.
But they had like an overnight discussion or whatever, and they still went ahead with the wedding. Yeah.
Okay, so that's on that note, right? Because they were about to get married, or like they were gonna make that full-on commitment. Do you think it's because like you're committed to this person? I say I with you already, ma. So
Yeah.
like, does that make you more forgiving in that sense, or like we in this, even though we're fighting right now? because we made the commitment to this union together.
No, you see, so when you are married, right, there is a reason why both of y'all chose to get married, to sign the paper, to get the solemnizer in, to invite your family, friends, spend $50,000 and, you know, just to throw a banquet, right? It is because you believe that you and this person are meant to be. Right? Okay, whether you're going to go buy a house, have kids together and whatsoever. So when you get married, right, you also go through the whole exchange of vows, till death do us part, you know, in sickness and in health and whatever not lah.
Yes.
So of course when you guys fight, right, what do you want to do first? You want to straight away just call the lawyer or go and Google what is the divorce process? No, right?
So they fight first to reach the death faster, then they part.
No, I mean realistically when you're married to a person, right, it really changes everything. When you fight, right, it cannot be I storm out of the house, slam the door and don't come home. Cannot. Because why? Maybe you have kids, you still have to come home to the same house. You still need to come home and face your wife or your husband. You need to talk about it. You cannot just like, oh, because we fought, so I need to get out of this situation now. It needs to be done now. No, it doesn't happen that way.
I hear you, man. Like divorce to me is just a super expensive breakup.
It's not just a breakup, let me tell you.
No, I say you're breaking things up. What?
No, but there are like consequences to that also.
There's a lot of things you need to consider.
Right.
So for myself, because we don't have kids yet, right? Okay, we talk about other people, okay, or other couples who have gone through it. Those who have kids, how? Those who have house, how? Those who have shared bank accounts, how? But then you are at the stage where really cannot tahan already, you need to get out, you just want the divorce because you know whether or not you've gone for therapy, counselling, speak to your immediate family and friends to help. It really, you cannot resolve, there's no solution, right?
It's not an instant solution.
Yeah, it's not. What if it was a situation where it was some adultery, right? Really cannot forgive already. Then how? You need an out. Okay, we talk about the ring.
Oh.
Then what are you going to do with the proposal ring that maybe you gave your wife lah?
The ring I bought a very cheap one, so it's okay.
No, but what if it was, okay, so the question is, what if it was like a $5,000 or $10,000 ring? Are you going to ask for it back?
If it were to happen to me, I don't think I would want to make decisions that are emotionally charged.
No, but that's what you say now.
No, that's why I told man. But like, it's like I don't want to say like, oh, I'm angry that I don't care. Give me everything now. That is with anger in mind, and I get that. Everyone gets angry, but it still doesn't change the fact for like this is a legal procedure. You still got to try and do things with a calm mind, a calm mindset. So if it is fair to ask for that breakdown of the ring and all that, then that is something to consider. But if not, by default, if I give a proposal, the ring for a proposal, right? If it's gonna end up on her finger, then there's nothing to do with me.
So you just let it be lah.
Just take lah. If I'm gonna pay, and if at the point, emotionally speaking, if my price for leaving this relationship, let's say it gets toxic or whatever, is just money, a couple $1,000s. Have you dated anybody who's had a divorce before? I have.
Huh? Really?
Single mom, like I don't know whether it's divorce or not, but single mom, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And but
The
it,
kid's
I mean,
name,
but
the
you
kid's
did.
name was so Sean.
Oh, and then plus kids some more. So I was going to say like I actually don't mind. I don't think there'll be any taboo in my head dating somebody who's divorced, but it's a little bit more considerations when there are things, sorry I say things, but things like kids.
Offspring.
Right? When like kids come into the picture, then suddenly you have to accommodate that as well.
So this is what we call a 1+1 situation.
Buy one, get one free.
This one combo meal, sorry.
This one not I say, okay.
Come on, I'm the upsize answer.
So did you meet the kid?
No.
So you were papa for a while?
No lah, no. Single mom, but her kid was overseas.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Her kid was.
So technically, you didn't have to deal with the kid.
I didn't have to deal because she came over to Singapore to work.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we would see like her kid and all that, and it was fun. Like saying hi to the child, like, hey, how you doing? How's your day? But everything was on video lah. So
was it because it's like not serious? You know what I mean? As in like things like you were not maybe talking about like settling down and living together, and then
we
like,
weren't in the direction of like you're gonna be my wife or anything.
right.
Yeah,
You think it would have been different if there was that talk already?
I think it would have, but it was also like we were just from the start, and I asked her like respectfully, this is not a direction that I see myself going right now. So, and if you want to end it, we can end it, which is fine.
We shouldn't look at a divorcee as somebody who is like undateable lah, basically.
Everybody has a second chance at love, right or not?
Of course.
I mean, I also have a friend who recently lost his wife, right? And it's not that he's immediately thinking of finding somebody else, but he was also asking, like, do you think it's okay if people find out that, you know, I'm a widow? A widower, yeah, kind of thing.
That's true. I think everybody deserves love no matter what.
Yep.
Of course.
Divorce, no divorce, together, break up and all that, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody out there for you lah. Like, it may not be now, it may not be 10 years down the road, but who knows, right? I mean, okay, like my auntie. Okay, this one, right, I really never tell anybody. My auntie, right, was married once. Long time ago. You're listening or not?
I'm listening. I'm looking at you.
Okay, so right. My auntie is now way past 75 years old already. Yeah, but she was divorced lah, okay, more than 40 years ago.
So she double what? Sorry.
Wait, haven't finished. But then, right, she's still dating somebody for the same man for the last 4 decades.
Damn, since the first divorce.
Yeah.
Wow.
That means divorced already, she met somebody, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then they've been together all the way past 4 decades.
Oh, then maybe she had the same mindset as me because she already divorced one time. It's like, why need to get married again,
so
right?
I asked her, I said, why don't you all just sign the paper lah?
So did she at 75?
Divorce already, no need lah. It's okay. Just live my life. So you see, if my auntie at 70 over years old can do it, everybody deserves it.
Honestly,
Okay.
I think with divorce, without divorce, it doesn't matter. Love is love, and love is gonna conquer through everything.
Love that story. I think we're gonna end it on that note. Even if you're 75, please go look for your love. Okay, divorce or not, just go look for your
real.
love. Yeah, we're gonna wrap things up over here. You can let us know your comments, and if you have any other topics that you want us to discuss, you can also let us know. We will be coming up with more episodes. This is The Nasty Thing.
That's right. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do that thing. We'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.